Today's the day. Hopefully today we'll see Liverpool crown Premiership champions. Arne Slot in his first season will be one of the, I think, the only sixth manager ever to win his first season. Let's chop that out straight after this. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Well, hopefully today's the day. Liverpool are playing Tottenham at Anfield. Look, if you could script it, you want to win a league at home in front of your fans. During the COVID season, we had to play, a quarter of the season, 30% of the season behind closed doors, and we didn't get that chance to really celebrate with our fans and sort of enjoy the moment as Liverpool fans, to really take it all in, especially after you think about we had to wait nearly 30 years for a league title on the clock. Now with Slot, first season, we're hopefully going to now feel that environment, new stadium, the buzz, people coming up from different places, from Liverpool, further out, to sort of take it in on the day. Top being warm, proud, and Liverpool fans can really celebrate the fact that our club, which has now got great foundations. Look, wherever you feel about FSG, I have my opinions. You're not supporting the club enough in terms of giving us great players to help our manager move forward quicker. Klopp was worn out because of the fact that we didn't actually support him with marquee signings. However, to be fair, there is a foundation within the club, and we have got managers who are able to do things with small amounts. And actually, although we've worked on midfield last season, you can see defence is okay. We're probably going to spend a bit of defence this season coming up, and hopefully get a striker. There is foundations within the club. We've signed up Salah, we've signed up Virgil. Trent looks like he's about to go, but you can see the progression. We've got a manager who I think settled in fantastically well. You could not ask for a better integration into the club than what you've seen with Slot. You got Richard, you got Hughes behind the scenes. Look, whatever we view of FSG and how penny pinching they are, we have to sometimes just be honest and say, look, is the club in firm foundations? Yes, it is. And hopefully today, with a draw or win, and hopefully it's a win against Tottenham, we will see Liverpool crowned Premiership champions, and we'll bask in it as we'll bask in the sun that we'll have this week and enjoy the moment. Would we have wanted more this season? Did we want to get further on in the Champions League? Yes, we did. We came up against a PSG side who, against Arsenal coming up soon, don't know what's going to happen. They could well beat Arsenal and go on to win the Champions League. But, that was unlucky, went out on penalties. Plymouth, that was a silly result. We know what happened there. And against Newcastle, we look very, very tight. That is a little blip. 2 losses only this season so far. Managers integrated the team very well. A team which I think is one of the second best defensive in the league, and attacking wise, I think the best. Our style of play has evolved a bit, and you see how quickly he's done that. But we still have elements of that anarchy football, but we have a calmness to it. And sometimes, I have to admit, calmness I don't like. I think it lulls us into a different pace that actually, I think if we kept a higher pace, would actually control the games better. But actually, I take that back. Control is there. And maybe the last few games we've seen the team a bit tired. So this is where the investment will come in this season and coming up. If we can get real good investment, get a striker in there, centre forward, we know Nunez is going to go. Look, it is what it is. And the strat plan didn't work. I'm a Nunez fan, and I think most of us had to give up in the end. Midfield, hopefully a strong defensive midfielder. We may see Bajcetic back as well. And with Gravenberch still there, that will give us a firm foundation midfield. And hopefully a good striker, a good central defender to support Konate to support Virgil and to keep them on their toes and actually vie for starting position. Left wing, left back, right back. We know that, Robbo, his legs are gone as far as I'm concerned. So we need to see someone who's actually going to take Robbo's place. And, if Robbo's still starting next season, then that hasn't worked. Because as far as I'm concerned, he's shown the decline. But yeah, he's a warhorse. We know that. But he's not the player that he was. And at times we found him being a bit of a weakness. Whereas before, Trent's defensive side has been a weakness. But it's been Robbo this time. With Trent potentially going, we know that we got Connor. But again, I want to see someone who actually have Connor sitting on the bench. This will show progression because next season we want to go for it. We want to go for the Champions League. We want to go for everything. And I think Slot is the kind of manager that wants to do that. Calm, really calm, doesn't give much away, doesn't reveal his cards. That's a really, how can I put it? It's just a perfect fit. You see in other clubs who change their managers and it just doesn't work. But in Slot, he's just took over the reins from Klopp. Klopp made the foundations. He created this force that we are. We should have had more league wins of, if it wasn't for Man City and their cheating 155 charge or whatever it is, which just hasn't been settled yet. We would have seen Klopp with maybe another 2-3 Premiership titles. But hopefully we'll see that in Slot. Starting lineup, hopefully for today, actually. I'm hoping to see, obviously, Alisson in goal. We know with Kelleher, fantastic. I don't think we'll be the club next season. And with Mariashvili, with the new keeper coming, I think he's still at Valencia, we should really see Kelleher being signed up and bought by someone else and then use that money to bring back into the club. He deserves to be starting somewhere. I would expect, it'll be interesting. Will he start Trent or will he start Bradley? If Trent's not staying, but I got a feeling we'll see Bradley. I think Trent's probably still needs a bit more time fitness-wise. He don't take the risk with it. So I think we'll see Bradley start, but I wouldn't be surprised if Trent starts. Konate, Virgil, as usual, that's been a rock for us. Tsimikas, I don't feel Tsimikas was that great. I feel Robbo will be giving it today. And then it looks like the steady Eddie, isn't it? Gravenberch, McAllister, Szoboszlai. And then I would probably think Diaz will start this time on left. I thought Gakpo was okay, wasn't doing great in terms of the last game. And then I think we'll see probably Jota and we'll see Salah. Look, if I'm looking at it, Chiesa, I would love to see Chiesa starting. I would love to see Chiesa give it a chance. I really feel for him. I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but he just seems a happy guy. And it seems like every time he comes and he has an impact for us. I really wish I could see him a bit more this season. I don't know if it's politics. I don't know if it's what's going on behind the scenes, but I don't feel that poor guy's been given a chance. And I really wish I could see him a bit more playing for Liverpool because I don't think he'll stay with us next season. It's a pity. It really is. I kind of feel there's something there, but again, look, you have to trust in the club. There's things that you see in training, maybe his fitness is not right. I don't know what it is, but I can't see Chiesa starting and playing. Obviously, today's an opportunity to really sort of, how can I put it, stamp our champions title, show people we are. I mean, people like Richard Keys have been saying basically like Liverpool need to show that the form of champions. I don't necessarily agree with that, but I also do feel that the last 4 or 5 games we haven't been at the races, and I kind of feel that you don't want people to start thinking, oh yeah, it's just been one of those seasons where everyone else didn't step up and that's why you won. I want people to see us as really being the champions and let's play like the champions today against Tottenham. Tottenham getting their players, some of their players back. I don't know what's going to happen there when they're manager. I suppose it depends on how they do in Europe. But it'd be really, really good to get a great victory today. Enjoy the day, bask in it afterwards and be given the title as Premiership champions. The players have deserved it. The amount of effort and work they've put in behind the scenes is unbelievable. Consistency of results. I mean, you cannot in a Premiership, you cannot put enough emphasis on how consistent they've been. the manager, the coaching staff, it's been fantastic. Salah has been consistent. Yes, the last 5-6 games, I think we haven't seen the Salah that we would expect to see. But he's been consistent. He's signed up. Virgil, Mr. Consistent as always. It's just a great foundation, and I really like today for us to be able to enjoy and seal the deal with a great victory against Tottenham. And then we can start maybe rotating some players and giving players like Endo a chance, people that haven't been playing as much, Harvey Elliott a chance, etc., etc. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your starting lineup will be. Let me know what your views of Slot in his first season. And click on notifications and subscribe and share with as many people as possible so that the algorithms can go out there to everyone. Love talking about Liverpool, love talking about football in general. Looking to grow and build a channel and a bit more stuff, having some debates and panelists and stuff like that. But let me know your views, and always appreciate feedback. And come on, NFC.